Hello great people, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Ipob and its ability to control the 5 southeastern states has been a problem to many, especially those who are resident of the northern part of Nigeria. So on the grounds of this, the Northern Elders Forum have thrown a mind-boggling question to the president, which it demands immediate answer. You're going to see the question. They have to ask the president and what their recommendations are. And I want you, after hearing this, what do you also think about the question they've thrown at the presidency? But before we give you full details of this, we would like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. The Northern Elders Forum, NEF, has called out the federal government over the recent violence that has involved or engulfed the southeast region. The Northern Elders Forum, in a submission by its National Publicity Secretary Hakim Baba Ahmed, questioned the ability of the federal government to cope or to curb the violence. Baba Ahmed, who read a political meaning into the development, accused the indigenous people of Biafra Ipob of being responsible for the violent attack in the southeast, adding that the North won't be forced to support a presidential candidate from the region because of their violence. While calling on Ipob to put an end to the violence, the NEF spokesperson argued that the cessation is not in the best interest of any region in Nigeria, as the country is better together. He pointed out that if the President Muhammadu Buhari government is unable to put an end to the crisis, the next government will do so. According to him, he said, "We don't want organized violence or threat to produce the President of Nigeria. Secession is a bad option for Southeast. It is not in the best interest of this country or anybody. Why should the federal government allow Ipob to strangulate 5 Southeast states? If these administrations do not have the capacity and willingness to ask this question, to deal with these problems, then the next administration should do so." Baba Ahmed made the submission in an interview with Daily Sun on the sideline of the 4th Malamaitama Sule Leadership Lecture at the University of Maiduguri, Borno State, where he spoke on a paper titled "The President We Want." Earlier, it has been reported that leaders and youths from the northern Nigeria have warned political parties against filing age-incompetent or incapable candidates, warning that the North will turn its back on any party that deliberately and specifically deal advantages to candidates from certain regions. They stress that the next president can be from any part of the country and must be the president for all Nigerians and must be able to watch out for the interests of the northern region. In his word, I quote, he said, "If a northerner is to become the next president with our votes in the north, then he has to be the best among all others. He has to convince us in the north that he understands our problem and has the capacity to solve them. He must have the disposition, energy, health, and intelligence to heal the breach pluralism of the North and build bridges across the entire nation. He has to be able to lead a country that is failing in a number of significant areas. A personal ambition to be president will not be enough, and we will scrutinize and advise those who will listen to avoid the temptation to put in place persons who just want power but not responsibility. A president from the North must have the exposure and network to reintegrate all parts of Nigeria into one country and one vision. He must have the courage to eliminate threats of insurgent banditry, kidnapping, irredentities, impunity, the drug pandemic, and corruption." Looking at the issue here, the Northern Elders Forum are bothered over the capacity of Ipob to control the affairs of 5 states. For them, it's really a shocking one. But, it's not a shocking one if you tell me one of the things that Ipob started with was to ensure that they give full sensitization to her people, letting them know the level of marginalization that have been taking place in the Southeast how they have been downtrodden, how they are majority, but yet they are significant, is that of the minority, how they have been ill represented, how they have been played down upon. That's what they did. And when they brought up all of these, the people would look at it in the light of the reality on ground right now, and they see to it that what the man is saying, or what Ipob leader is saying, is absolutely true. There is no lie about it. And for that reason, they had to align, giving him all the support. If you go to virtually all the southeastern states, you will hear people who have not received a coin from Ipob giving them adequate support. Reason is because, unfortunately, despite the fact that this campaign was going on, the government was doing little or nothing. I'm not talking about the current administration, because it didn't just start now. It had started long ago, far back 2012. That was when they started rehazing this thing. In the days of Masop, it was there. They were pointing it out, but the government were playing down on it. That was the right time to come to terms with them, put everything on the platform of dialogue, let them understand that this is our position, this is what we are going to do, and stand by the agreement after the dialogue. But unfortunately, it didn't happen, and the people that were watching. Imagine when there was an uproar during the period that security leaders, architecture of this country was to be reconsidered. Everybody were hopeful that an Igbo person will be put among the list of those guys. But unfortunately, none of them. Okay, it came to a time it was just the IGP that was pending. Everybody was so sure, because according to the information Nigerians that were being posted, we had some senior guys who were from the southeast. So people who were waiting to see if it was going to happen. But when it came on board, it was from a different, not even from the south, but from a different. This was like to concretize all the argument that the Ipob has been bringing up. That is the only reason why they can control the 5 states. People have decided to see everything happening in the light of everything Ipob has been discussing. So for me, it's not something that one will begin to argue about. Why did you allow them to go as far as controlling the 5 states? It happened because there was no consideration to some of those things that they were crying for. It would have been, the situation now would have been under strict control, but it didn't happen that way. So what do you expect? So they have listed out, that's talking about the Northern Elders Forum, they have also listed out some of the things they are looking out for in a president, but shockingly, they are still tailoring it towards the northern candidates, and that is really shocking. You guys have brought in a representative before now. He has spent 8 years. With fairness and equity at heart, one should know that another region, for a multi-ethnic country like Nigeria, another region should produce the next president. And that will show whether it is power rotation or zoning of power has not been documented, or is not constitutional, or it's constitutional. Rationally, you should know that if I have eaten the cake, I had been in a line, and I've been given the opportunity to enjoy something, when I step aside, it shouldn't be my brother that should be next. It should be another person competent, but not from my own region. This argument has been there over and over. I don't know what they are intending to do, but from all indication, it's not really going to work out. I've put this before you. Just go to the comment section. What's your position? Why do you think, I've listed my points, but why do you think that the whole 5 states in the south is still under the grip of Ipob? Let's interact in a